I definitely had a feeling earlier on that I should just stay at my friend's place and sleep there that night.
But he decided to get in his vehicle and drive. He never made it home. Olson was rushed to hospital. Blood samples showed he was nearly 3 times the legal limit. He was taken to jail. What police told him then has forever changed his life.
He came up and he yelled at me, "Mr. Olson." I jumped down. I was in the cell, and he's like, "Do you know what I had to do tonight?" And I said, "No." And he said, "I had to go tell 5 kids that their parents weren't coming home tonight." And I said, and I just broke down, and yeah, it's hard at times to live with what I've done, but I'm not gonna hide from it. I made this choice, this selfish decision, and I need to live with it for the rest of my life, and I will.
We saw him, we were up in the stands, and we watched them all cheering, how the kids are all cheering along the edge of the thing. And I mean, it was just odd to think that that's the last time we ever saw him.
You knew something was desperately, desperately wrong. And she said, "Cindy, there's been an accident." She said, "We don't know, but we think it was Brian."
I called Toledo Hospital, and I said, "This is Dr. Hefflinger." And, they wouldn't tell me anything. And they said, "Can you guys tell me what happened to my son?" And they said, "You just need to come to the ER.
Don't rush.
Don't rush." So I knew what had happened, and I told Cindy, I said, "Cindy, he's dead." If you're ever going to think about getting a car with somebody who's been drinking, please don't. Don't do that. Or don't get in the car yourself.
Brian didn't have a second chance to make the right decision. So you have his second chance. And if he did have a second chance, do you think he would do the same thing again?
If you're at a party and you see a friend who is impaired, a little drunk, seen with a beer in their hand, or over in the smoky part of the yard, what are you going to say to convince them not to drive? Watch this video.
I drove here, so now I gotta drive home.
If a friend wanted to drive high, I'd probably say something like, "You shouldn't be driving. I don't want to hear about you in the news."
My main concern for you is to keep you alive, you or someone else.
Think about it. A DUI could cost you your job, and if you end up killing someone, you'll never forgive yourself.
You'll get busted driving high. You'll be in debt up to your eyeballs. Not to mention, you won't be driving for a very long time.
I'd probably say something like, "Let's get you an Uber or Lyft, my treat."
I'd say, "Hey, you had way too much to drink. Just crash at my place and I have plenty of room."
"I could really use your help right now. You distract him and I'll grab the keys."
"He just won't listen to me. Tell him what happened with your brother's DUI."
Yep, these are your keys and I'm keeping them till tomorrow.
I'd say something like, "There's no world in which I'd let you drive tonight." Just like that.
Just say something.
What would you say to your friend if you saw them getting in their car a little messed up?